Hello. Good God, I've never done this before, so can you guys hear me? Aw, you guys are so nice. Yes or no, can you hear me if I'm speaking right now? Yeah? Cool, sweet, okay. Yeah, so I've never done this before. If there's any problems, that's why. I don't know, I just kind of had a long week, I guess, and it's Friday. I just got done. I kind of wanted to celebrate finishing the week. So, I actually have an Ableton session here. What I'm going to do today is, I think, just kind of make a song from scratch. Not all the way, but start from nothing. But what you see in front of you is actually something I'm going to shamelessly self-promote here. It's a song I'm going to release tomorrow, actually. Funny story about this. I actually intended to release this next weekend. And I accidentally chose the wrong date for the distribution. So, it's coming out tomorrow, actually. But I figured I would give you a sneak peek preview. Sneak peek preview. What it sounds like so you can hear it before anyone else for, you know, showing up, I guess. Alright, well, I'll play it, and then also, yeah, feel free to ask questions, you know. I can answer them. I kind of intended this for it to be hey, chat with me, hang out, ask me anything. Alright, so I'll play this and then ask questions. I'll answer them as I go. So yeah, sneak preview. Also, let me know if you can hear this. I think I have it set up so that you can hear my Ableton session as well as my voice. Just let me know. Also, if I need to change any volume settings, let me know. Maybe this is a little better. Yeah, no, my CPU is not liking this. Especially because I have imagined this part right here. It's gonna just crap. Because I use a lot of Serum plugins, especially here. Better than I thought. So lessons learned here is I can't respond to you guys and play Ableton at the same time. Otherwise my CPU just dies. I do need to freeze it. But yeah, this is just meant to be a preview. I don't think I'm going to even be using this for this live stream anyways, so. Yeah, it was more or less just a, hey, check out what I made. If you like that, it's going to come out tomorrow. I think I may have... With my accidental distribution date, I may have accidentally delayed it. What happened was I paid for the distribution Thursday, so yesterday, I guess, and I intended for this to be coming out next week, so 8 days from now. But I accidentally chose tomorrow because I don't know how to weed calendars. So what might happen is it may not distribute on time to all the stores that I selected, because I only gave it 2 days, so when I say it's coming out tomorrow, who knows? Might not. I don't know. But, yeah, that's just thought I'd start off with, you know, at least something, and then we can jump into me making music from scratch, where that might actually turn into nothing very quickly. So at least we have something to show for this stream. But yeah, new session. I don't know, let's jump into it. Maybe you guys can pick a key for me. How's that? We can do a little participation. Name a key. Are you sure you're not on my PC? Yeah, I might be. I'm gonna make a MIDI track. I'll delete everything else just for space. I'll call it Hello World. Haha, get it? I'm a computer science major. Please read your name, Matthias Aranyosi. That's fun. Something major? Yeah, you're feeling very happy, feeling very chipper today. Flat harmonic minor. Alright, well, hold on there. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? Oh, hey, let me, like, post this link. I forgot to do that. Let me, like, go over to Discord or something. Here you go. Okay. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I see an F sharp, G flat major, B minor. Can I do polls? Is that an option? I don't know. I've never done this. God, I feel like such a noob right now. And then I feel like a noob for saying noob. What am I doing? Yeah, pleasantly surprised with the number of people in here so far, considering why would you want to watch me? I don't know what I'm doing. You can't see me or Ableton. Well, I think you can see Ableton, I hope. And you can't see me because I don't have a camera. Why not dubstep? That's a good question. I just, I would have to know how to make it. Alright, let's do something major. That's a good start. Maybe I'll zoom in here. I don't know what major though. Do a face reveal. I've already revealed my face. Can't be a face reveal if you've already seen it. Alright, well, the first thing I saw was F sharp. So I think I'll do that. Shout out to Ali, the crosslap, for the suggestion. Okay, so F sharp. Also, yeah, feel free to give suggestions on how to improve the stream, maybe audio-wise. Just want to make sure it sounds good. Again, never done this before. How many times am I going to say that today? Place your bets. Over, under 2 dozen? Okay, I got F sharp. Where to start? I don't know. Chords, probably. Let's do some basic triads here. Triplets, whatever. Maybe let's set my BPM. What kind of song should we make? I don't know. Recently I've been into some kind of like slower, chill stuff. So maybe bump it down, the BPM, to, I don't know. Let's do 105. Let's go for like a tropical house. I don't know. Trap music. I wish. Space punk song. I do like space punk. That sounds fun. Tell some jokes. Hey Dan, how's it going? Let's try this. Ooh, we're sounding pretty basic so far. I'm liking that. Oh, that's not gonna sound good. Oh, what? was wrong. All-star? Good. I see a lot of house. I like the suggestions because you all know that that's something I can actually make. I don't know how I feel about this. I think I'll leave it, but I might end up changing that. Drag the first one longer. Yeah, I'm gonna extend these to be longer, but just for now, for the sake of actually hearing the chord progression, I'm just gonna make them super short. Just because I want to hear the dun 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 dun. You can use your Launchpad for piano if you go into User 2. Yes, you can. It's a lot of fun to do. Stream is pretty delayed. I mean, I think I had it set to be about 5-second delay, but like, hopefully it's not lagging. Maybe. Let's see, maybe I can put this one here and then put something else instead. Let's keep this one, but I might end on like a maybe this. It's too like sad for me. I want to make something happy. I think I'll put this back where it was. I think this one was good here. The live stream, I'm planning on maybe making it about 2 hours or so. That's about the time that I have. Oh yeah, yeah, you got it. It's around 2 hours. Is it lagging or is it only you? Probably. I mean, knowing me, I did something wrong where it's probably lagging a little bit. I don't know. My favorite YouTuber. Well, that depends. Maybe like, give me a genre of videos or something. Let's see. That's not the sound. No. That's not the worst. That's not quite what I was going for. What chord progression was I thinking of? Honestly, don't know. I didn't really have anything in mind coming into this stream. I just kind of seeing what comes to me. I want something that sounds generally happy, maybe light. Favorite artists? I'd have to think about that. I mean, that also depends on like overall or just at the moment. Overall, huge Virtual Riot fan. Huge. Much respect. Let's try this and then we can build upon what we have here. Yeah, I mean that flows, that works fairly well, going from the end to the beginning again. Let's see if we can build upon it a little bit. And yeah, while we're at it, since this was brought up earlier, let's actually extend these. That's too simple. Let's do this, I'm thinking. I mean, I guess that's just... Do I use that note anywhere? I do. Let's just raise that up by an octave. We can try it. No. I liked it how it was. I'm trying to get like a little bit of variety. Yeah, that's not the worst. Something that's just a little bit more exciting than just the triads, but also I don't want to overdo it. This is generally what I like to do. I usually like to make them about 5 notes stacked on top of each other. Let's see this one. We could do something like similar, maybe? Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. So then what we got here is... What time is it for me? Over here where I am, it is 1:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would I prefer drawing in the chords as opposed to playing them and recording? Well, right now I don't really have a good MIDI controller at my disposal, but I don't know. I just kind of prefer seeing the notes on the piano roll. I'm not much of a instrument guy myself. I wish I was. So I just like to visually see what I'm making. Okay, let's copy that over. So now we have, what is this, 16 bars long chord progression. I mean, there's only 4 chords, but it's a good starting point. Nothing too fancy. I mean, ignore your suggestion, these sound good. I appreciate the suggestion. It looked like yours is good. I just kind of like to play around with it, you know. I do have a launch key. I do. I don't know. Right now I'm just gonna use this. Hi, Takeoff 796. Do I live in Washington? No, I live in Ohio. I'm gonna save this real quick. Not that I am expecting this session to like be important enough that if I lose it, I'll be sad. But hey, I'll call it live stream song. Cool. Okay, let's what next? I guess we can do like drums, percussion if we're doing I don't know, some kind of housey style thing. Do I know what Osu is? Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I found this sample pack from Bantana. It's Bantana Sounds Essential Kick Pack Volume 1. And I love it, honestly, love it to death. Hey, thanks for watching my tutorials. Appreciate it. Got a letter from Ohio State, flipped out. OSU is a great place. I love it. But yeah, as I was saying, I got this sample pack from artist named Bantana. I'm assuming that's his name. Honestly, it is just heaven sent. It's lovely. The quality is just so crisp, and he made them, as you can see, based on like genres, and they're all really good. I guess we can try and go for some kind of tropical house thing. So let's try tropical house. I don't know, I've never used these specific ones. This one seems pretty punchy. We can try it. I don't know. It's tropical house, right? But just picture in theory it'd be something like this. Oh God, no. We could probably do like a kick snap or something like that. No, I liked it every quarter bar. I think I might stray away from the tropical hicks. I like his clean kicks. Clean kicks are very nice, in my opinion. This one has some nice top end. maybe I could use, and then use something else for the low ends. Maybe I'll do that. So I'll use this guy for, you know, maybe as like my main kick, my transient, I suppose, and then yeah, and then maybe we can use something else for the low ends to get that little, you know, a bit of a punchier sound in the low ends. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Again, just whatever comes to me, I guess. Alright, that's probably good. So actually, let's do this instead. This seems better to me. Make it in a MIDI clip. That way I can change the attack and stuff a lot easier. Or, well, what am I doing? Let's just make it a drum rack, I guess. Why not? There we go. And then draw them in every quarter bar, like so. Makes it a little easier for copying and pasting. How long have I practiced music theory? That's the thing. I haven't really. I don't have much music theory experience, but I suppose I've been trying to learn it for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. About the extent I know is just how to like write in a given key, and then the basics of chords, and that's pretty much it. I don't know much else other than that. Yeah, I paid for Ableton. Admittedly, I used my the YouTube money helped out a lot, like in terms of paying that off. Like those came a point where like it paid off itself. And that was very satisfying. This is pretty good. Let's add in another kick sample on here. I don't know. I said I wanted something that filled in the low ends more, and I think I do, but not too much. Let's try EDM kicks, right? This is electronic. Ooh, listen to that guy. Wow. The occasion for the stream is I just kind of felt like it, honestly. It was a pretty long week. Yeah, I guess like you said, I had a rough midterm this week. I did surprisingly better on it than I thought I would, but I don't know. Just wanted to come home and just chat with you all. Hang out. Also, happy birthday to Not a Spy. Say happy birthday. I would consider reviewing tracks that people send in. I remember I used to watch Seamless R. He would do that, and I think Dylan Tallchief has been doing that recently. And it's always very entertaining to watch someone who you know is very good at music production review other people's tracks. That feedback is always very priceless. And then even if you're not the one who's receiving the feedback, as an outsider, that can also be a good way to learn. So maybe I'd consider it. What plugins do I have? I have Massive, Serum, the Sylenth, that's just the demo version. I do not have Sylenth. I wish I did. I'm considering buying that soon. Sausage Fattener. These two are free. I think this one's also the demo. The main ones are Massive, Serum, and I love Sausage Fattener. Yeah. This community is so nice. I like all of you. You're very nice people. Yeah, where was it? Let's start picking this up. Let's find some kicks we like. These EDM kicks are too sub-bassy for my like. Let's try house kicks. Maybe this one. I don't know. It seems pretty short and sweet, kind of like what I want. I don't really want anything too punchy though. I suppose I've been using that term a lot, but I don't really want anything punchy. I just kind of want to create a general rhythm, just you know, just your hey. That's all I want. Make a video explaining how to do a light show, explicating how to do a light show. Pretty sure I've already done that. Pretty sure I've done a lot of those. Check out my channel. Do a deeper dive. I've made quite a few on how to make better light shows. Okay. Let's Alright, what I'm noticing at first is my sample here, my Clean Kick 13. I liked how it had that high end, but I'm noticing it has a little too much. So right off the bat, I think I'm gonna lower that volume. And also it looks like my default drum rack sample dropping in, and it added some fade in on my kicks, which I don't really want. That takes away a little bit of the best part about the kick is the beginning, the transient, the initial hit. How long have I worked on Ableton? I have worked on Ableton for about 3 years now, ever since I got my Launchpad in Christmas of 2014 was when I first got exposure to Ableton. And then I started using Ableton for music production about a year after that, maybe the summer of 15. And so that's been about 3 years now, 2.5 I would say, for just music. Want a tutorial on Serum? Do you think you guys would like a tutorial on Serum? I think I have a grasp on it now. I've been using it for a few months. I know some other people were asking for a Serum tutorial back when I made a tutorial on Massive, but back then I didn't know how to use Serum at all, and everyone's like, teach me how to use it, and I'm like, I have no idea. But I think I have a better grasp on it. For the moment, if I could give an honest recommendation, Virtual Riot does a great job explaining how to use Serum. Maybe check that out. So let's get back to this. There you go. This kick itself is honestly pretty good. It's a bit bass heavier than I wanted, so let's put in a kick EQ on this specific kick. And I knew that'd be a little too much. Let's lower the gain. And let's lower the top end because I want my other kick to fill in that a little bit more. So this is going to be mostly my, bass punchy kick, I guess. And in this one, I think I want it to accentuate the high ends a little bit more, so I'm going to lower the low ends on this one. Maybe still keep, this much gain, I suppose, is fine. Technically, that's more than my other one, but this guy doesn't have much low end anyway, so he needs a bit of a boost. And then let's raise this up a little bit. Let's see what those sound like together. Not as good as I had hoped. Alright, I think I might have pulled up too much of the high end. Maybe let's add some more low end here. Move this back to where it was. No, let's just revert these out of curiosity. Maybe let's actually add some fade in back to this guy, because it looked like maybe he's messing with the initial hit on the other one. Mario, yes, this is Ableton Live 10. The Ableton EQ looks pretty boring. I mean, what more do you want? It does what you need it to. Maybe it looks boring, sure, but it works the same as any other EQ. I'm assuming you're probably comparing that to, what, FL? Okay, this is a little better. I don't know, that high end over here is still too much. I guess my initial reaction to that high end was I gave it more credit than I initially wanted. I thought I liked it, but I don't think I like it as much anymore. Let's try and find a different sample to replace that with, actually. I'm just kind of jumping all over the place. I'm, changing my mind left and right. I don't know. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Maybe let's do Progressive House. Not that we're planning on making anything Progressive House related, but... Or let's do something like this. I don't know. There we go. I like that a lot better. Maybe it's a smidge loud, but overall, yeah, that's along the lines that I wanted. Like I said, guys, Bandana Kickpack. Lifesaver. That's pretty good. I think I want to add an overall EQ on this. That's going to be a lot. I should turn this down. There we go. And I think down the road I might turn down the overall volume of the overall, like the drum track itself. I might turn down this volume. Let's rename it actually to kicks. And I like to turn all my percussion to this orange color. I don't know why. Personal preference. And I also like to make chords like a light blue. Again, I don't really know why. This is my chord color. It can't be anything else. Who inspired me to play Launchpad? I think the first Launchpad video I ever came across was Nev. Not surprisingly, I suppose. But I think I came across one of his videos and I think it was Spectrum. I just loved it. His Zed Spectrum Cajun remix. Loved it. And I was like, I need this thing. Favorite producer / composer? Well, you imply that they're the same, and they can be, of course, but maybe I'll do both of them. I'd say producer. I said it before, I'll probably say it again. Honestly love Virtual Riot. Much respect for him. And for composer, love Hans Zimmer. Dude is a genius. Alright, let's listen to what we have so far, together with our chords. Not too bad, you know, for half an hour of just sitting down and making this. Oh, thanks, Too Enthusiastic. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you. Let's give these chords some flair. Let's I'm gonna add in some Serum. I think for now I'm gonna use some super saws. There's some presets that I found that I like that maybe I'll tweak a little bit. Oh, right, but Serum hates my CPU. Maybe Serum is a no-go for the sake of this stream. Let's try Massive instead? I don't know. Yeah, that works a lot better. No, see? Yeah, Serum does not like that. Alright, well, we're gonna use Massive. That's fine. It's been a while. I suppose you guys probably can't see my Massive right now, huh? I have Massive pulled up, but the way my live stream is working, I don't know if I have. Hold on. Let me try to do a thing. Again, I'm new at this. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? Come on. Let me try to do how on earth would I get my Massive to show up anyways? I don't know. We might have to just live without it. Just know that I'm looking at Massive, and I don't know. I'll try and make it quick. Try turning down Serum's quality. Maybe that could work. I'll go back and I'll try that. Groups within groups. Yeah, you like that? How do I turn down its quality? I've never done this before. Probably global. You guys also can't see my Serum, can you? Dang. I need to figure out how to live stream. Just grab a preset because no one has time to do sound design. Yeah. Good. Okay, well, since I can't show you my like Massive window, I have my Massive window pulled up, and you can't see it, I'd hate to spend a good amount of time just working in Massive for you not to be able to see it. That just, I don't know, that sounds boring. So maybe we'll not focus on the sound design for the moment and just kind of generally work on sound structure, or song structure, I suppose, and just kind of lay it out, get the general framework in. So this is what our chords sound like with Massive. I'll turn it down for the moment. And I don't know, let's sidechain. I like sidechaining. Add a compressor on this guy. Get that bouncy feel. Good enough. Maybe let's make a layer of bass. I'm going to do this in Massive as well, but again, I'll try and be quick in terms of using it, so you don't get bored looking at a blank screen. I'm going to delete all but the bottom notes for now, at least. So I have this. And this is my bass color. My bass can't be anything except for this color. Is Massive free? No, Massive is not free, unfortunately. I think it's something like $300. Yeah, but it's worth it. I mean, I'd say it's worth it. Sounds like chiptune. Yeah, I've always wanted to make some kind of like chiptune track, some kind of 8-bit little funky guy. Maybe I'll look into that in the future. Can you open maybe a Launchpad project later this stream? I could. I probably won't. Someday, though, I do definitely want to do a stream of me making a Launchpad project that would just mostly involve finding a way to figure out how to record my Launchpad. I think I figured out the whole screen capturing thing fairly well, but in terms of my Launchpad, like recording the camera, I don't know. So let's. Okay, so these are gonna be my. This is gonna be my bass. This is also sidechained. Good. Let's make this like a sub bass. So I have Massive open right now. Here, I'm gonna describe to it. I'm gonna transcribe what I'm looking at. I have Massive open. I'm gonna turn down the first oscillator. Well, no. I'm gonna do the init preset, so it sounds like this. Fancy, right? I'm gonna turn down the first oscillator's octave. Turn down the pitch by an octave, yeah. Maybe 2 octaves? No. 1 octave is good. I think I'm gonna lower this by an octave. No, what am I doing? Oh, sorry. I need to turn down the wavetable position. Let me just. There we go. Now I'll turn it down by an octave. So. You know what? It's fine how it is right here. Perfect. Doesn't that just sound beautiful? No, it'll get better, maybe, hopefully. There you go. I'm gonna add an EQ. Only really get the low ends. Let me turn this down by an octave. If using OBS, go to the sources and add a display capture. Yeah, I tried doing that, and I am using OBS, but I couldn't find my Massive window as a source. Hold on, maybe let's. I don't know what to be listed under. I do not know. Whatever, it's probably fine. How old am I? I'm 21, believe it or not. Almost 22, actually. My birthday's coming up very quickly. It actually kind of snuck up on me this year. I don't know what happened. Okay. Thanks, Ollie. Appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to this. It's nice and all that, I have bass notes playing every bar. Ooh, how exciting. But, like, I want to switch it up. Maybe I can have it play right after the kicks, I'm thinking. So it goes kick and then bass. Probably like this. Let's mute our chords and play this. Oh, but then, of course, I would repeat that, right? I wanted to go like kick, bass, kick, bass, kick, bass, kick, bass. And it's sounding good, but this is more or less just emulating, I guess, a very rough side chain, and that's not quite what I want. Ooh, you know what? Something I haven't tried in a while that I remember when I first got into music production, I was just in love with doing this, is doing like fifths. So if I were to do something like this, and then have it go, how would I do it? Like this, I think. Or no. How would I do it? It's been so long. How would I do this? Yeah. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Help, how do I music production? Yeah, this is definitely... I had it right the first time. Why did I second guess myself? Come on. Alright, and I know this is my sub bass and all, but I'm actually going to change this to something more exciting just so we can actually, like, appreciate what I just made. So I'm going to... this is massive, right? Interesting. I'm going to load up a preset that I got my hands on a while ago. Because... when in doubt, preset it out. There's a bass preset I really love. Absolutely love. I'm looking for it right now. Is it this one? No. Let's try it. No, that's like a future house bass, but like weirdly detuned. That's not what I wanted. Groups within groups. Yeah, thank you for that. Ableton. Ooh, I think it's this one. Let's try this. Well, yeah, that sounds horrible, but what if I told you it's just because it's down by an octave? There we go. I kind of like that, you know? That I just, for some reason, absolutely love that bass sound. I think if once I EQ it, it'll get the flair that I want. So then if I, like, listen to this with the kick drums, for example. Oh. That actually, I'll do this. Sorry, that didn't sound right, but... sounds, you know, pretty funky, right? Not the worst. So I'm going to EQ that, actually. I'm going to get rid of most of the high ends. I'm thinking around like 700 or 800 hertz. No. Actually, yeah. I think that's probably for the best. Maybe I can lower that back down by an octave again. There you go. Keep it nice and gritty. Keep it gritty, boys. And then I'm going to cut out those low ends around 200 hertz because I'm planning on filling that in with a layer of sub bass. So I'm just going to call this like a mid bass, right? I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to call this second layer sub bass. Group these together. Overall called bass. I'm actually going to delete that side chaining from both of these and just route it overall to the group instead of each layer, I guess. I don't know. Where'd I get my audio samples from? Oh, all over the place, really, you know. Just depends on where you look. I'm not necessarily like a huge fan of just being a preset junkie. Shout out to Virtual Riot. But I know it has its time and place, and I appreciate how quickly, like in this moment right now when I'm just making something, it can just up and boom, you can just, you know, throw it into your song or something. Aw, Ollie, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Groups within groups. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Alright, so now I'm going to make this my sub bass. So I'm going to lower this down by an octave, or maybe 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, I don't know. How's the stream doing? Are we, like, keeping up fine? Lagging or anything? You guys know I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so this is going to be my layer of sub bass. I think I might want to lower it down by an octave again. Remember, just keep lowering it. There you go. That's just subtle enough, I think I like. I'm going to lower that down, its volume, by a bit. And my computer is starting to freak out, so I'm going to save what I've made so far. Not that it's much, but hate to lose the progress. All progress is good progress. I should let the staff speak with you. What do you mean? Oh, like join the voice chat. I'm gonna say not for today, but definitely I think in the future, yeah. I think I could probably arrange that. We could all do like a nice hangout group chat. Yeah. I didn't really plan on it today, sorry, but like in the future, yeah. I think I'm enjoying this so far. I could probably arrange another live session where we could all just chat. Hey, no problem. Solstice for live streaming. Ask away, man. If you have questions, don't hesitate. I'll do my best to answer them in my laggy, multiple seconds delayed time. I wonder how far behind we are now. It seems like the stream's starting to lag a little bit. I don't know why. My computer's trying, man. It's trying. Okay, sorry. Let's get back into it. Yeah, sub bass. I think this is probably good. I'm actually going to slap in some sausage fattener onto that. You know what? No, let's just do sausage fattener on the whole group. Sausage fattener, for those of you out there who don't know, is a good way of just basically saturating your sound. Make it really, like, pop. Although this can lead to overcompression, which, you know, can kind of suck. So, like, listen to my bass without any sausage fattener at all. And now I'm going to play it, and I'm going to turn up sausage fattener, and you'll notice the difference very quickly. Yeah, so it can get, that was only 40%. It can get pretty bad pretty quickly, but it can also get pretty good pretty quickly. So let's turn it about, I don't know, a couple percent. I know you can't see this on my screen, but I have a window popped up. In the future, sorry, I'm going to try and figure out how to arrange this better. I should really look into that. That's my bad. But yeah. So with it on and with it off. On, off, on, off. Subtle difference, but definitely worthwhile. I'm going to add an EQ onto my basses overall. I'm going to cut off high ends. And I'm actually going to cut off like way low ends, like beyond 30. No need for that. Actually, going back to my sub bass, one thing I do want to do is I want to add a utility on here and make this mono instead of stereo. Generally, rule of thumb, you want your sub basses or like anything super low end to be mono rather than stereo. There's really no need for it to take up anything in those wide ranges, and you don't want to fill in that dynamic range with anything that low. The bass is so fat. Yeah, it is. Do I only have 2 launch pads? I don't know if you're asking me or if you're asking someone else, but I only have 1, actually. I did a giveaway. I used to have 2. I gave away my Launchpad S a while back ago. When did you start doing music, Solstice? I started doing music about 2 years ago. Actually, the first time I ever released one of my songs was about a year ago. Less than a year ago, I remember. Because we're coming up on that date that I first released a song a year ago. And that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I got into it about 2 years ago, released my first song formally a year ago, and am releasing a song tomorrow. I'm shamelessly self-promoting. Let's change our chords to match the bass so it hits at the same time. Because right now, I don't think it really... Actually, I kind of like it. I don't know how I feel about the bass. I like the chords, I do, but I don't know if the bass really matches the chords. I may go back and change those up in the future. And now I have a Launchpad Pro. Yes, Mario. Now I'm left with a Launchpad Pro. Welcome back, Spy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Solstice. Alright, so group poll. Should I keep these chords how they are, so they're one sustained chord for every bar, so it just goes... Or do I change it up so they hit the same time as the bass, so it would be like... Boop, 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 boop. And just like that accurate rendition. It will be 100% like that. Yeah, let me know. It would sound like this. I don't know why I did that. These need to be twice as long. It'd be like that. Should I keep them as one sustained chord? And it won't sound like this, but whatever sound I make it sound like. Should it be sustained, or should it sound like this? Let me know. Was it hard to produce music when you started? Oh, definitely. Oh, maybe someday on a stream I could actually go through old music project files, my Ableton sessions, from when I first started making music years ago. Let me tell you, they're something. Maybe I could do that. Why did I copy these? They shouldn't. But yeah, definitely, it's hard once you get into it, but once you figure it out, it's also kind of easy, I guess. It can be said for literally anything else that you have to take the time to perfect, you know? It's just, once you put the time into it, you'll figure it out. Alright, I'm liking this. Dang, I really want to use Serum, but again, it doesn't really work with my live stream. My computer just doesn't like it. My computer's struggling enough as is, as I'm sure some of you can tell. So I don't know if I can really do Serum. I could, here's what I'll do. I will copy and paste this layer of MIDI. I'm literally going to call this MIDI chords. Just so I have my chords in MIDI form. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Serum on this layer, and then I'm going to flatten it. So that way it's just an audio file. I shouldn't have the streaming lagging issues. My CPU won't die. The only thing that sucks about that is I have to really pick a sound that I like, at least for the time being. Generally, I think I'm just going to do some kind of super saw. Something like this. Jeez, wow. Yeah, I can't even play it without... Alright, you know what? We're going in. We're just gonna flatten this sound without even hearing what it sounds like. 0%. We don't even know what it sounds like, and then we're just gonna we're just gonna go with it, roll with it, see what we get. Ready? Let's freeze it. Oh, sidechained. Okay. All right. Place your bets. Does this sound good or not? We're gonna find out. It's freezing. Give it about 30 seconds. Let me answer your questions while it freezes. It'll be good. Show you how to turn the quality down on Discord? Yeah, that'd be nice, I guess. Can I give away a Max for Live or Ableton? I don't think I can afford that at the moment. Down the road, if I can, yeah, maybe. Maybe Max for Live. I don't know how much Max for Live costs on its own. Standalone Max for Live. You'd have to have Ableton Standard, right? That's the only way you could have Max for Live and not have Suite, you know? Alright, place your bets. Did this sound good or not? Oh, I can tell by the audio file. I didn't turn the volume down in Serum, so this is going to be loud and overcompressed, probably. Yeah, and super detuned. I don't think that turned out how I wanted it to. Yeah, I'm probably super loud. My bad. I should have thought about that. Well, my bad. Global turn quality to draft. Oh yeah? Let me try that. Global. Where do I... Quality, 1 times draft. Okay. So you're saying, in theory, this should sound better. Let me delete that layer that I... That was just not even. Yeah, alright. Well, sorry for the volume. That was my bad. I won't let it happen again. Okay, well, maybe that accidentally happened there. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, this seems to be working out. But let me try with, like... Maybe the problem here is I'm using, like, a lot of voices on my Serum preset. So let me... For example, this preset. Yeah, that it doesn't like that. I'm gonna turn on the voices. Let's try that. That's better, right? For the sake of doing the stream and getting it to work. Super detuned though. You know, a good starting point. Let's keep this for now. So what we have overall is I don't know. The chords sound a little weird in terms of sound design with what we have together, but it's also not the worst. Maybe? I don't know. You know me, I'll probably go back and change it. That's usually my motto, is just go back and change everything. It's whatever. Okay, so let's... I'm just going to copy these over so that they're 16 bars long. It looks like I was a goof and didn't... I made it too long. I made it 2 bars too long because I don't know how to count. That's fine though, it's whatever. Okay. It needed to be more wet. Yeah, I think so. That's probably what it was. There's just too much of a gap. I think I need to add more reverb on that. You're probably right. You're right. The bass is also a bit too prominent, I think. For now, I think I'll just solve that by turning the volume down. But in the future, maybe I'll adjust it. I might even add another layer. Who knows? Also, again, we don't even know what we're making. We're just kind of like making whatever comes to us, I guess. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I want to add some kind of pluck or something. I don't know. There's a preset that I made that I kind of like. I use in most of my songs because I like it. It was based off a preset I found, but then I kind of adjusted it. Is it this one? I do not know. Oof. It's definitely not this one. That was Serum Struggling, by the way. Oh, it's this guy. Maybe I could use him some way, somehow, some way. Maybe I could do some kind of, my chords could be some kind of pluck, and then over top of that I could layer some kind of leads. I don't know. Add a sweep down? What do you mean by that? Let's just stack a bunch of plucks on top of each other. A bunch of, yeah, I don't know, plucky sounds. Something quick, punchy. What is this guy? He has a lot of voices, so I can tell that. Oh, yeah, white noise. Yeah, I am planning on adding in white noise and stuff like that later. But maybe I could focus on that now since I'm not really making any much progress with my chords. I could probably focus on those sound effects, white noise and crashes and stuff. That might be a good idea. That's not the worst. I don't know. I think it'll just take some time until I get that sound that I like. That's usually how it goes. So for now, I'm just going to call these chords because they are. I'm going to get rid of the compressors on each of these layers. I don't know why I did that originally when I knew that I would put it on the group instead. Later, I'll add in some EQ. Well, I mean, I'll do that now. Cut off where the bass is, but then I might add in some other EQ later. Who knows? Right about there. Yeah, but for now, this layer is killing my computer, so I'm just going to turn it off. I'm actually going to turn off all the chords for now. And yeah, let's focus on maybe adding in some white noise. A snare would be nice. Maybe we could do like a snare, and every other. Yeah, maybe let's focus on improving this drum line. The percussion, it's, yeah, ooh, 2 kick samples. Wow. Maybe we could spice this up somehow. Yeah, let's focus on that. The mid bass is a little weird. Yeah, it's certainly not perfect. How could we improve that? We could maybe do... No, that didn't really change anything, did it? Let's try this. No, that I think I made it worse. Hi, Trapeze. Changing the buffer length in Ableton and our sample rate to probably improve the sound quality. Could be a good idea. What would I change my buffer size to? I would probably want, what does the lowers would make my quality better? I use a MacBook Pro. Do I use any other DAWs? No, just Ableton. I tried getting into FL Studio a while back ago when I first started making music, but it didn't jive with me. Since I was using the Launchpad anyways for the channel, I just kind of got used to using Ableton, and then it just made sense naturally to flow into using it to make music. What is Massive and Serum used for? Massive and Serum are plugins that are used as essentially instruments. They are what are called VSTs. I think virtual synth something. I don't know, tables? Who knows? I guess wave tables. They can generate sounds based on wave tables, which are audio files that you can generate, and then you can make sounds off of them. They're basically no different than virtual piano. Like if I were to drop a piano on somewhere, they're just a bit more intuitive and they allow the user to have more freedom in terms of the sound design, if that makes any sense. Or, as Takeoff succinctly stated, synths. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what they are. Short and sweet. I love it. Hey, thanks, Launch Turk. Appreciate it. Okay. So, what have we learned so far? Chords are a little wonky. I don't know. Mid bass is also a little strange. I will openly admit that. And I think we need more variety in our kicks. So let's focus on adding some kicks. I don't know what, other percussion, layers of drums. What should we make? I'm thinking of let's add in some like snaps or something. Let's look for snaps. Ooh, this one sounds super natural. Not like supernatural, like really natural, but in a super way. Let's I want it to hit right at the beginning. I don't really want that tail at the beginning. It's not really a tail, is it, I guess? Okay. Where would I want it, though? I could put it after the kick, so it's a kick, snare, kick, or snap. This particular snap doesn't really fit, I guess. I could do maybe after every other. So I guess that's literally just every other. Or on top of the kicks, right? Alright, I have a plan in mind. It's gonna be something like this. I don't really like this snap sample, though. This is better. Oh, apparently the sample I used was mono. I didn't realize. Alright, this is good if we add in some like reverb or something. It seems a little, I don't know, dull, dry, I suppose. Maybe having a bit more of a chill snap. Yeah, I think something that's just a little, you know, calm, soft, just kind of. Yeah, I think adding that reverb really makes it a little bit calmer, chill. And I think the volume might be a bit too loud, so I might turn that down a smidge. Let's call it snaps. Let's turn off our bass for now. Let's just focus on the kicks. Do I play any games? Ooh. What games don't I play? Yeah, I play a lot. I gotta remember this is halfway. That's halfway, jeez. Name a game. I don't know. I probably play it. The snap sounds like a gunshot in Arma. Oh. Maybe that's where they got their sample. I don't know. Never forget the hi-hats. Actually, yeah, that's what I was just about to do. I was gonna do like the space in between the kick and the snap. So right about here, it seemed a bit open. Thank you. Takeoff. You've been giving lots of good suggestions recently. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's what it needs. It needs some kind of like, I think I'm gonna add two quick hi-hats. So like a two, where the two sound was the kicks. Obviously, you could tell by that. Yeah, let's recolor these. Jeez. I've been struggling with Ableton 10 recently, just like transitioning from Ableton 9 to 10. There's some slight differences, and one thing, unfortunately, I don't like as much is, look very closely. This, if I hit copy and try and paste somewhere, it will not work. What you have to do is this. You got to get this top portion in, which always throws me off. I've been trying to get used to that for a while now. Yes. Yes, you can make groups and groups. Very good point. So let's get some snares. Or, what am I? Hi-hats. What? I'm thinking this one. So I'm going to do this right here. Yeah. But I'm going to do like this. And this one could be... Yeah. And I think I'm just going to repeat this pattern. Yeah. Right? How's that sound? Well, I mean, like, sound structure-wise. I think this particular hi-hat needs some changes. Mostly it's a bit too loud. But other than that, yeah. Add a slight reverb. Just like the ever so slightest bit. And then I'm going to add in Ableton's hi-hat EQ. Here it is. Really make those stick out. And I'm actually going to add in a sausage fattener. I really want these to be super in your face. But that might have been a bit loud. Sorry if you're listening. But then I'm going to turn that down. I meant to do that earlier, but... And maybe I'm going to actually change that reverb to be a little bit more prominent now. There you go. See, now we're starting to get like a nice variety of our percussion. It's actually starting to sound a little more interesting rather than just before we were... Ooh, kicks. See, now we have... And I think we could probably even step this up a little bit more. Let's call this layer hi-hats, actually. And I'm going to group this, call it percussion, because I can do group and group. Groupie groupies. Do you like the new wavetable in Ableton? If so, do you prefer it over Serum? I actually haven't played around with it too much. I have tinkered a little bit, but not to the point where I've really learned it in and out. So I actually haven't been able to compare it to Serum. And I think that's a bummer. Maybe sometime I'll sit down and just learn it. Maybe we'll do that today. I don't know. Definitely would look into trying it, because I could see its similarities to Serum. It does have a very expansive... It seems very intuitive in terms of what it can allow you to do. I don't know. Did I speak English there? Probably not. So what we got so far is... I'm going to have something layer over top of those kicks. I do not know what, though. Probably a short cymbal. Like a very, very quick cymbal. I'm going to look in Ableton's drum library. I don't really have a good sample myself. I mean, I do, but I actually don't know where it is. This is good, but it has too long of a tail. Maybe I could consider... Here's another thing about Ableton 10 that it has been throwing me off recently is you can't do fades anymore. At least not as a drop-down menu. Usually you could do here and there'd be fades, and then you can select your audio sample and you can add fades, which is always nice. Now what you have to do is you have to toggle it using A on your keyboard. And that toggles in automation mode, which... I don't know, that kind of threw me off. It took me so long to figure that out. I was like, where are my fades? It's not a fade, Mom. There you go. I kind of like this, but I want to add some wet to this. It's a bit loud, too. Maybe that fade is a little too much, actually. Come on. I guess I want the next one to be playing here, huh? I wasn't thinking about that. I want it to be for each kick, so... that's probably better. Yeah, I just want something generally quick, but also, I mean, I want it to be there. There you go. I'm going to add some more sausage fattener on top of that. What time is it? 2:16. Alright. I got a solid half hour or so left. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, I'm going to add some sausage fattener on my cymbals. These are a bit loud, huh? Probably add some EQ to them, I'm thinking. Let's do some hat EQ. I just want the high ends, right? Turn that down a bit because that's going to amplify the volume by a lot. Ricardo says, "Hey, buddy." And I say, "Hey, buddy, back." Oh, I could have said, "I'm not your buddy, guy." What was I thinking? There you go. This is getting more along the lines of what I wanted. Just something on top of the kicks, right? Maybe add some more reverb. Adding cymbals every 2 bars. That could be good. Yeah, so it goes. Yeah, that could work. I'm thinking that's a good idea. Sounds good to me. Let's try that. Let's just find a nice long cymbal. Similar to this one, actually, but it's going to be dragged out. You should stream more. Favorite YouTube producer, go to say make songs. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. Let's add, we could go for a... No, that doesn't seem like it. How about this guy? Maybe this guy? He seems a bit in your face, but let's actually copy the audio effects I used for my short cymbal crash, put it on this guy, lower his volume for sure, this is gonna be loud, but maybe add some more reverb and then let's play it, see what that sounds like. Yeah, that's along the lines I was thinking, but not entirely. Maybe it's because, let's see, maybe too much sausage fattener. Maybe too much reverb, honestly. It's a bit loud, let's turn that down. Actually, no, let's give it reverb again. This is kind of a dumb question, but how do you make what rhythm or order put your chords in to make them sound good? That's just something you're going to have to kind of take time to learn. That question very much has music theory written all over it. But it's just one of those things where the more time you spend on it, you just kind of generally get a feel for it. So this is sounding good. It's very subtle, but I think it adds to what we want. And let's just put that every 2 bars or so. Again, maybe lower that volume. It is a bit loud. Maybe add some more reverb. It kind of ducks away pretty quickly. Can I make a video about Massive? I have already done that. So actually, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a compressor before my reverb to amplify the volume, so that way when it hits the reverb, there'll be more sound to elongate, but then I'm going to lower the volume overall. If I'm thinking right, what this should do is make it sound longer. It should drag out. Which it sounds like it did, I think. Certainly very subtle, but I mean, that's what we're going for. And then I'm going to put that about every other bar, like we said. So it sounds like this. Add a short reverse symbol before the 2-bar cymbals. You ruined my surprise. That's exactly what I was going to do. Yeah, I was going to have it go. Just a little to kind of, you ruined the fun. I'm just kidding. Yes, that is exactly what I was planning on doing. I was gonna do something like this. Actually, this one is probably good, I think. Yeah, so then you just unwarp this, you reverse it, scroll in, and you want just pretty much this right here, for the most part. So I want this guy, and then I'll put him right before here. Make it so that he lines up right as this guy crashes, essentially is the deal here. And then I'm going to take away his tail. That way he actually, right when this guy hits. Let's get it so I get the very, very, very end. I'm zoomed in very far here. So, like that. Now let's listen to this. Oh, let's do this. Give him a short fade in. Maybe make that a bit longer, I suppose. Is it you, or does the video have an appallingly low frame rate? It is probably just you. Haha. Just kidding. Yeah, no, it's definitely me. I don't know how to fix it. Teach me how to improve it. I've never done a live stream before. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? Pretty much, I think I just want like this. There you go. That's pretty much what I wanted. And then EQ this as well. Add in some slight reverb. I only want the high ends. Wait, I don't need these, do I? There you go. And then turn on the volume. It is a bit too loud. Did you teach yourself music production? Yeah. I mean, how else did I learn? I never took any courses, no. I guess that could be one way. Nope. Self-taught. Just, I recommend looking up videos, maybe even do what you're doing now, maybe, I don't know, like watch other people make songs. You tend to pick up on things that you're like, oh, I didn't know that was an option, and then you like go, off that. Oof, yeah, the frame rate, yeah. Try adding delay on the snaps. I think that'll make it sound nice. Like ping pong delay, I'm assuming is what you mean. Or simple delay, of course, but I prefer ping pong delay. Some kind of like echoey back and forth. Let's try that. Let's put that before the reverb. Okay. Actually, let's... What if I put this here? How does this sound? May I play the whole thing now, please? All we've pretty much worked on is just the drums, and you're pretty much hearing it right now. I did work on a little bit of chords that I can play. That, I guess. That's good for now-ish, I guess. Turn it down. Let's add in some white noise and stuff like that. Simple delay with delay times left negative, or left as 1 millisecond, right as 25. Yeah, sure, I'll try that out. A simple delay. Left is 1 millisecond, right as there's no 25, there's 16, but that does sound pretty nice though, I will admit. I think that really gets that vibe that I wanted. Hold on, let's... I don't even know what we're making, but it still sounds good. Pretty much. Sync? Yeah, it is on sync. Oh. I get what you're saying now. Just ignore that. Yeah, let's add in some white noise stuff, and I think that'll probably be it for today. Generally, all we did was pretty much make drums and a chord progression, but you know, it's progress. have this sample pack that I found that's just a bunch of noise crashes and risers that I love using. So yeah, I'm gonna make this a layer, or well, a group of effects similar to this. Add this in. Turn down the volume so I don't blow your ears out. Okay. I think this guy needs to be down a lot. Sorry, the white noise was loud, my bad. And then what I'm going to do is group these together and then sidechain them to the kicks. This is just going to be a layer of all effects, like I said. You can have this as the intro and then add a rise to the next part, which is more like a breakdown. Yeah, that could work. It pretty much sounds like it so far. And then have some kind of build-up, right? Going into this part, which is then something different. Yeah, I think that could work. I like that. Add vinyl cracking noise, please. Yeah? Sure. Per your request, let's do that. I think I have some on my computer. I just need to make the screen a bit smaller. Yeah, there you go. I think this is what came with Ableton, I'm pretty sure. But like for some reason it wasn't in my Ableton library. Maybe it is. If I look up vinyl. Yeah, I didn't think so. I remembered in Ableton 9 it was here. I think it was... Oof, sorry. Yeah, I think that's where it was. And for some reason when I switched to Ableton 10 it just wasn't there anymore. I don't know. We can make this very subtle, you know. Have you made lo-fi before? Ah, I've certainly tried. Do I like the odd ones out? Yes, I do. Very much like him. Alright. Alright, this vinyl is a bit loud. So I think what we're going to do here, the plan is, this is going to be the beginning of the song, or something like that. The song starts, you hear these crashing sounds, maybe fade in some things, maybe fade in the drums, I don't know. And then what's going to happen is it's going to build up to some kind of part, new segment, that will then maybe have actually like instrumentals, I suppose. Like here, we could do probably like maybe a layer of piano. That's always fun to do. I don't think the vinyl cracking works either. We can always include it in maybe the next segment. We could have it go into this part, transition into like here. Let's just do like the basic piano chords with what we've made so far. So just something like this, add a piano onto this, move these guys somewhere else. I don't think I want them right now. Same with the bass. The vinyl is loud. Just mid, that's a good idea. I'll turn that down. Next time we play it, it shouldn't be as loud, hopefully. So then what I want to do is just the most basic layer of piano playing these chords. Turn this down so I don't make sure it isn't too crazy loud at first. That's because my layer of chords are off. There you go. There you go. I'll probably turn that back up. I want to make each root note a little bit louder, or it will increase its velocity by a smidge. Really make it accentuated. There you go. See, the vinyl kind of makes more sense in this part. In theory, if we were to keep something like this, I don't know. Yeah, I have a Discord. Feel free to join. How much money do you think I've spent on music production? Oh, wow. Geez, probably about 1,000, I would think. Do the EQ you did with the vinyl on the piano for this part. So just the mids, is that what you're saying? That could be nice. Okay. That is nice. Yeah, I think that makes it sound a little bit better. Oh, hey, buddy. Now's the time I think I could maybe like write a melody or something. Oof, but I have no idea what I really want, what kind of vibe I want. I don't know, let's just kind of generally see where it takes us. I want some kind of, I want to add a little bit more release on this piano. Oof, yeah. These notes, maybe I can make them a bit quieter. Hey, thanks Eric, appreciate it. Or the attack on the melody. That could be a good idea. I was planning on splitting these up into 2 MIDI tracks, so maybe I could have one be a piano with different properties than the other. So like for example, this one could just be my chords, and this one could be my leads, and we can always assign different instruments to this, but for now, for the sake of making this, I can eliminate the chords from this guy, and then do the exact opposite here. Eliminate the leads. So it still sounds the exact same. But then what I can do is, yeah, maybe I can change the attack. Well, the attack is at its lowest on the melody, but what I can do is make the chords attack go up. And then I think no, that did not sound good. Oops. There you go. Some just basic little melody. Hey, thanks, Cascoby. Appreciate it, man. Glad you could make it. I suppose I did try that earlier, huh? And it didn't work. Yeah, that's my bad. There you go. That's more what I was looking for. Okay, so let's sum up what we've made so far. I made an intro with kicks that are kind of fancy. There'd be some transition here, and then probably some crashing sounds. A rough transition. Maybe do some work on the piano. The vinyl fits in perfectly. Maybe have it build up to something. And then I think at this point we could have some kind of build up where it gets more exciting. Ignore this part. This was just for the sake of making it. Yeah, transition into a build up, and then maybe have some kind of exciting drop here. Yeah. Alright. I'm cool with that. I think that's some good progress for today. I think I might wrap up this stream for now. I appreciate all of you coming by. It was a lot of fun. I had a fun time. Yeah, maybe I'll do this in the future again. We can continue. Pick up where we left off. Yeah, alright. Heading out. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember that tomorrow, actually, I'm releasing a song. Maybe. If it distributes to the proper platforms in time, it'll come out tomorrow. And I'll probably release a video on the channel, just like of the audio of the song itself. But, yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.